We're on to renovate a new apartment complex today, you guys, and let me tell you, oh my goodness, this one is the ugliest one yet. Today is going to be a really tough episode. Welcome back to Love It or List It. Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another episode of Love It or List It, the series where I renovate all of the apartments in San Myshuno with a really strict budget using the City Living Expansion Pack. So my name is Ashley for those of you who have not met me yet, and I do Sims 4 videos twice per week on my channel, so you should go check those out. So today we are actually going to be tackling a brand new apartment complex. So we totally finished the Culpeper house in the last 4 episodes, so now we are moving on to the Medina house. So this one is in the Arts Quarter. So today's apartment is 910 Medina, and it is a 1-bedroom, 1-bathroom apartment, and the weekly rent is only 400 simoleons. So this is by far the cheapest and most affordable apartment we have tackled so far. And when we get into the tour, you will see that it's kind of just a square box, and it's kind of gross. So given that, we're also going to be giving ourselves the smallest budget we have ever had to work with on Love It or List It, and that budget is 8,000 simoleons. So really not a lot of money to work with. So I wanted to make it more realistic because, you know, this is a super affordable apartment. The budget is going to be also super affordable. So I think 8,000 is quite fair. So let's jump right into the tour to see what we have to work with. Okay, firstly, when we walk in, this is kind of a joke. Like, look at how gross it is. Everything down to the flooring to the wallpaper is just disgusting. And look at how dark it is, first of all. This is just, hands down, the grossest apartment I've ever seen in my whole life. Everything about this kitchen has to go. It's just gross. Everything is gross. Everything is getting knocked down and replaced. I don't even want to look at it anymore. Let's move on. Okay, this living room is so dark, the carpet is stained, it's all mismatched and gross, and the walls are all cracked and gross as well. I mean, I don't really know how else to describe this apartment besides sad and gross and grungy and honestly unlivable. I don't know how anybody could possibly live here. It is just shocking. So we're probably going to try and reuse most of the furniture in the living room here, but you know, everything else about this room is just gonna have to get reconfigured, and I need to brighten up this place a lot. Honestly, I don't even know if you can count this as a bedroom. Look at how dark it is. It's like a closet. It's so sad. We definitely need to bring in some better lighting in here and, you know, just give it a bit more furniture. Just make it a bit of a more happier room. And the bathroom, you know, we're going to try and reuse the appliances, and we're also going to have to relocate it. I don't think I really like the idea of the bathroom right by the door. So I really don't have a lot of good things to say about this apartment, you guys. It's pretty gross. Everything about it is wrong. The wallpaper, the flooring, the lighting, the kitchen, the furniture, overall the layout too, I just don't like it. I think that since it's such a small floor plan, we definitely have to, you know, make an effort to open it up a lot more and make it feel really big and bright. So that's what I'm going to try and do. But you guys, we only have an 8,000 simoleon budget, and that's really not a lot to fix up a place in this state. So let's jump right into the renovation to see how I do. Okay, you guys, so this renovation was super challenging. Firstly, because the floor plan we had to work with was, if you can see here, it's just a perfect square almost. It's just a box. So it's really hard to make a floor plan out of a box like that. Second of all, this apartment really didn't come with very much to work with, so we had to replace most of it and kind of just revamp the entire thing. So the after apartment will not even slightly resemble the before, which I think is a good thing in my opinion, because this apartment was by far the grossest and most grungy apartment we've had to deal with so far. I mean, I called the previous apartments in the Culpeper house, you know, dark and sad, but like this one takes it to a whole new level. So obviously I kept it as a 1-bedroom, 1-bathroom apartment. I didn't really change that because I don't think that you could possibly try and fit another bedroom into this tiny place. In fact, I think I've actually made bedrooms that are actually the whole size of this apartment in some of my builds. So the fact that I had to make this into, you know, have a living room, a kitchen, a bedroom, and a bathroom was definitely very challenging. I kind of made it into like a studio apartment. So the main thing I wanted to focus on with this renovation is brightening it up a lot. So you'll see that's why I put in the white flooring, just to make it feel a lot brighter instantly. Also with the walls, putting a kind of lighter color there really makes it feel a lot bigger. And then and also really just trying to open up the space a lot more and really make it feel bigger. So I didn't like how there was that narrow hallway in the original floor plan. It really made the space feel a lot more cramped. So this time I wanted to kind of open it up a lot better. So for the vibe of this apartment, I was kind of gearing it more to perhaps a female or a more feminine sim. They're moving out for the very first time and maybe can't afford a really expensive apartment, so they're kind of moving into a bachelorette studio like this or something like that. So I made the colors more fun, more girly, and really bright as well. I added little pops of pink there and a little pop of, I think, mint green. So it is definitely, you know, geared towards a sim that really likes that aesthetic. So if you don't like kind of white and pink and that kind of thing, you know, I'm sorry, but I do still think that it turned out a lot nicer than what it was previously. So if you still like the apartment layout, you can feel free to change the colors and make it geared towards what you like. So please take that into consideration when you vote at the end whether you want to love or list this apartment. But speaking of that as well, make sure that you guys do vote at the end of the video or comment down below whether you would love or list this apartment. I really like hearing your guys' feedback, and I really enjoyed that some of you are actually saying that you would list some of the apartments. You know, because that's the whole point. If you don't want to spend the money to renovate it, you could have just taken the money and gone and bought a new apartment. So definitely leave your feedback down below. I think it's so interesting to see everybody's opinion on these renovations, because they aren't supposed to turn out necessarily, you know, phenomenal, because that's what the budget restriction is there for. If I had no budget, we could make these so much nicer, but I think the challenge is trying to make it as nice as possible with the budget that we do have. So thank you everybody who has been voting and commenting down below. I really appreciate it, and I really like reading and seeing what the results are. So you guys, this apartment renovation is a little bit shorter than usual because the apartment is so tiny, so I'm going to leave the intro off right here. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you guys enjoy the video. Alright you guys, so I only actually have like 2 minutes to talk here on this voiceover, so I don't even know why I bothered to turn off my face cam. My intros are getting super long now, so it means I have less time to talk in the voiceover part, but you know, I mean, it's all talking at the end of the day, so I don't think it really matters, but yeah, as you can see here, the only thing that I really drastically changed so far in terms of furniture is the kitchen. So I got rid of all of the kitchen countertops, cabinets, appliances, and replaced it. But if you notice, all of the kind of furniture, the base furniture that it came with, I pretty much kept and just changed the color and the layout. So this is a good example of showing you guys how big of a difference color swatches make. And you know, it's not the furniture that's bad, it's actually just the layout and the colors. So I instantly really just brightened everything up by making it really neutral and white. And you do see later that I add some pink because the apartment was just looking a little bit too bland and I wanted to give it some personality. So I gave some of the chairs a pop of pink, and I think that really just makes it really girly. So I know this might not be everybody's cup of tea, but as you can see, you can easily just change the pink and make it into a color that you actually like, and the apartment will still totally work for you. So something that I did that I thought was kind of cool is, like I said, I wanted to open up the apartment a lot more, so I didn't want to enclose the bedroom off with a wall, so instead I kind of just put curtains like that. So since it is a studio apartment, oftentimes the bed is kind of in the same room as the kitchen kind of thing, and there's no wall, but I wanted there to still be some separation and some privacy, so I kind of put curtains. I've seen that being done in real life a lot of times, closing off walls with curtains or closing off your closet with a curtain or something like that. So I did that. I think that it makes it feel really open, but it's also its own separate room at the same time. So yeah, let me know what you guys think of that idea. I thought that was really cute and makes it kind of girly at the same time, and also just makes the apartment feel a lot bigger. Well, that concludes our renovation today of 910 Medina. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked what you saw today, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and leave a comment down below whether you would love or list this apartment. And if this is our first time meeting, don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you want to be friends, or if you want to see more weekly Sims 4 Love It or List It renovation videos. I upload these videos once per week at the same time every week, so I will see you guys all next week. Bye everyone!